Hello everybody, today I have the pleasure to propose to you this key 80 entitled Practical Awakening. Well, it is the chapter 7 on which we already spent 2 videos, and this is the last one, which is entitled The Middle Way. Well, just to, as a fresh reminder, what it's about is simple. It's just to find, this is Western and Eastern philosophy from Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism, but also from Epicure, okay, the Greek philosopher, and also, let's say, from the Gnosis, from the Christianity, okay, is alignments, horizontal and vertical, okay, spiritual and materialistic, okay, embracing both, embracing everything from life, and is like yin-yang, for which you have, let's say, a complementarity. Is embracing the largest of life, okay, to be at peace, okay, at peace with all the components of the big picture, of the puzzle game in a certain extent, and to gather the different pieces on which you are at peace, okay, with that, and to admire the masterpiece of what we call existence, about the universe within you, YOUnity. Okay, concretely, this is the application of, let's say, to incarnate the unity. Okay, we come from the unity, we have been separated with the existence. Exist means to separate from this, okay, to embody, to incarnate in the density, and to find back this unity within. But for that, the main importance is the application of this middle way, which is a philosophy, a practical philosophy, okay, in your daily life. Okay, it is the fact to have a certain equilibrium, a balance, and in actually every kind of topic and every time of your for each situation. You know, and especially in spirituality, you can find a lot of people, they run away from reality because they say, this is the matrix, this is the illusion, the system is bad, the deep state. Okay, fine. But we are here to experience. Otherwise, before we are in the absolute, we are okay as well. Okay, so if we renounce to be fair play and to play the game, okay, we are not supposed to have this experiment, okay? How to know the true I am with the experience of what you are not, right? It's exactly the same, okay? So those who run away from the projects, the career, and I don't know, family, friends, and so on, it's really a pity. It's like just playing with the emballage, the packaging, instead of with the toy. And a lot of kids are doing that when they don't have the maturity. It's same for adults as well, regarding this metaphor. So in spirituality, yeah, the matrix, the system, and so on, but when they run away, is like, you know, the geek is frustrating, he doesn't like, he's shy, and so on. He has some trauma, some problems, and he just stay alone in his room. He watch mangas, he play video games, and he has no friends, he has no discovery, no passion, except that. Okay, it's a pity for me. It's exactly the same. So it is embracing everything into this largest. Why? Because actually, you know, we say for Sufism, but it's true for all spirituality. When someone is enlightened, when someone is spiritual, when he enters into a tavern, it becomes a temple. Okay, because he's enlightened, and thereby is enlights everything. Okay, so this is really, really important to take this into account and not to flee. Well, today I'm gonna take as let's say a case study, money. Okay, why? Because there is 2 extremes for which I invite people to be in the middle way and to apply it. They see as a cult, as a god, let's say in gold we trust instead of in God we trust. And some people, they are reluctant regarding money because for them is the devil. Okay, there is maybe an in between. For me, it's an energy. It is a good servant and a bad master. Okay, and that's why it's important to take it into account. Okay, it is a means. This is an exchange, a way of materializing let's say, goods and services. Okay, you know, this is abundance is the fact to reduce your needs. Okay, so that's why we say happiness is not necessarily to reach what you want, but to be satisfied with what you have. It's exactly the same principle for money. Okay, so at the beginning, the origin of money, it was not existing, and it was barter. Okay, but if, for example, I sell chickens and I need to buy some water, and the seller is vegetarian, I'm a bit in trouble because I cannot pay with that. Okay, so I need to have external transaction, and it's complicated. That's why money has been created. But you know, it's the big problem is usury. Usury. What is it? Concretely, is to make money with money. It is speculation. And this is really a sin for most of religion, and for good reason. Okay? Once again, if you want to have more information regarding that, you can watch the video 46 or 47, sorry, regarding this topic. But it's very important to be at peace, to be peaceful, to be appeased towards this topic, because in the co-creation law of attraction, you attract what you think, what you emit, what you vibrate. Okay, so if you hate money, if you hate people who have, it's normal that you don't have. Okay, and then you will be probably more frustrated and so on. So once again, I insist, money is a energy, is a power with a double edge. It means that it can kill and it can help. It is for me and help. And some people say the world will be better is because of money. No, it's like if you say that there would not be any murders if there was no knives. No, it depends of the using and the user. Okay, it's not money creating the problems. It's the cupidity. Is different. Okay, it's a lack of education. Is a lack of morality. Is a lack of ethics. Okay. Think about that. So, what could be the techniques, okay, for, and some tips or some tracks of reflection? I invite you to think about the concept of money and to associate some words. Okay, so list different words, like a brainstorming with you, and you see how many words are positive and negative. Try to have a certain balance with that, but honestly, of course. Do you think that you are, what is the percentage on which you are peaceful with this concept? Then try to visualize among your network rich people that you consider as rich people. I'm talking about financially speaking, not about the richness of the heart and so on, of course, because we are applying the middle way on the money, the topic of money. So try to see certain people who are rich and honest and good person, benevolent and so on. It exists, there are lots as well, because sometimes we say, some people say, rich people, they are bad, and poor people, they are good. It's absolutely untrue. Okay, yin yang, there is always a small part of good in the devil, and so on. Okay, vice versa. So try to do the same with famous people, okay, and to visualize what they can do with this money. Okay, they can, I don't know, do charity, they build schools, hospital, and so on. Try to think about this beautiful sentence. It's a true story in China. A woman, maybe probably to do the buzz, she said the following: I prefer to cry in your BMW than to laugh on your bike. Okay, so I invite you to think about it. I think the answer is already obvious, but up to you. Then I already asked you to think about that, but you're gonna do the link, because everything is transversal in this holistic approach. Try to put in order this different criteria. First of all, what's the most important, and all of them has to be first one, second one, third one, and so on, with what you consider as the most important as a top, and then the last one is not unimportant, it's just the less important compared to all of them. Okay, to visualize where you put money. So to have money. Second, to be fulfilled, okay, happy. To be in good health. 4, to have a family. 5, to satisfy your dreams. To be useful. To give meaning of life. To have a lot of friends. To be integrated in the system, in organization, society, and so on. To be recognized. To be loved. And last, to love. Okay, so think about that. Try to visualize what would be the perfect salary for you. okay, and for you, you consider is fair, okay. Once again, the goal is not necessarily to have, I'm always saying to people, it's like when you go to to some buffets in a buffet in States, especially. This is eat what you can, all what you can. Okay, it's ridiculous because most of the people they are abusing. They put too much, and then they finish like they want to vomit almost. Okay, so the goal of this is to visualize your needs honestly. Okay, and abundance is also to reducing your needs according to what you really need. Okay, the marketing, the society of hyperconsumption create some needs, okay, artificial needs, like you are not happy if you don't have the last version of the new smartphone, and so on. Okay, we know exactly, or the brands and so on. So it's really to be out of that, but not to necessarily to reject everything, okay, from the materiality and from money, of course. So let's say try to visualize the salary you need, and otherwise, it's always what I say, imagine you have lots. Okay, do you need to eat 10 times a day, or you need to increase the portion of your food? Of course not. Okay, so would you like to have billions of billions and billions, the whole money of the world? Personally, no, I don't want. And also, then you have, those who want the lucky draw. Most of the time, they are not happy because there are a lot of vampires. Again, trying to get the money, or they are interested, and so on and so forth. Okay, so but try to visualize what could be the good salary for you. Okay, it's important, not too much, not middle way. Okay, you consider X money is enough for you. Okay, to live properly, not necessarily to save money, not necessarily to be overpaid, but you think it's fair. Okay, and you visualize like this. It sends positive energy to the universe. Try to see if you had infinite treasure. What would you do with that? Okay, with other people and so on. Try to do it, to list like all your dreams can come true. Okay, like Aladdin, the genie in the bottle can make all your dreams come true. For example, think about that by others. What would you do, order by order? Okay, visualize a world without money. Okay, during one day you are in it, and you try to see if it's feasible, possible, and what would be the structure, how it would be organized, and if it's viable and plausible or not. Okay, establish a budget. This is really important. A lot of people, they have problem of money and they cannot manage money. So to put on an Excel, to have your incomes, then to have your different fixed cost, and then variable cost, and so on, and then to reallocate. Maybe it's just bad organization. Strategy can be for everything, but the middle way is this as well, to be organized regarding all this. I invite you also to do self conditioning regarding money with positive induction. For example, money is beautiful tool. Beautiful tools is a beautiful energy and peaceful towards the concept, and so on, to re-educate yourself. And also you can do it even deeper with the self-hypnosis, on which I reveal how does it work, and you can put the theme that you want. Okay, so you can record your voice and to be peaceful with that. Okay, it's in the key 35, for instance. Then visualization. I treated this theme, this topic in the key 36. How does it work concretely? You have in the Bible, you have in many spiritual currents. Okay, concretely, you have in the Bible in the verse 106 to do the 2-in-1. Concretely, what does it mean? You visualize, you mentalize, okay, with your mind. You feel that is already there, like with like satisfaction, with gratitude, and let's say feelings, and to thank in advance with gratitude that is already there. And this is the secret. And by the way, there is a movie, The Secret, and if you watch it, you will see it's really oriented. It's really materialistic vision. Okay, how to have the wonderful villa, how to have big cars, and so on. What about happiness? simple happiness, and so on. Once again, I'm not in one or in another extreme. I'm really in the middle way. I like money, but I don't deify money. Okay, I'm in between. That's why I can attract money as well. And also because I can reuse that for charity, for many things also, some projects and so on. I have free time also thanks to that. I've been able to recruit a lot of people. I have a lot of people. I'm CEO of 2 different companies, and I can afford thanks to all this. And I'm grateful for all this. I'm nothing without them. Okay, so this is important to have this, to be peaceful regarding that. And when we are peaceful, frankly speaking, we send to the universe much more better energies. Well, some advice. Do introspection regarding your beliefs, can be false belief, regarding this notion of money. Does it come from your father, your mother, from your family, from a trauma and so on, you missed and so on, okay? So try to visualize regarding that. Try to work, to be at peace, to be peaceful and to be at peace, to be appeased regarding the notion of money, because once again I insist, is a good servant but is a bad master. It allows you, is energy, is just not to count it and to be recognized according to your bank account, not at all. It's just some potential. You can travel, you can do your art, you can go to exhibition, whatever. You can do many things, some potential, for which it will bring you also happiness, and happiness rising your vibration, which is positive for the transition as well. Try also to visualize what you need. This is what I said before. No need to overeat, no need to eat like crazy and to become obese. Of course not. So another point of application of the middle way is addiction. Addiction, I treated this, if you want to deepen, in the key 48. Most of the time is a dependence of to compensate a lack, okay, a lack of happiness, a lack of love, attention, and so on. Okay, that's important to know where it's coming from, this lack. Okay, this is emotional most of the time, emotional lack as well, and it's a bulimia without any satiety. Okay, so you need to increase, because at the beginning you take, for example, alcohol, you drink a glass is okay, and then few glass is okay, and too many glass, but you are drunk, so you can have accidents. It can be, let's say, for your own safety, for other people, you can be violent, you can do and say shit that you regret after that. But punctually, it's still okay. The day after you suffer because you have a hangover, but let's say if it's regular, it means that you have a problem with it. You know, if you cannot manage 1 week without alcohol, and even 1 month or 21 days, it means you have a problem with alcohol. It doesn't mean you are alcoholic, no, but at least there is a potential. Okay, and the problem of addiction is most of the time we don't recognize, and in parallel you need to increase the dose because you immunized in a certain extent. It means that if you drink, I say randomly, 3 glasses of wine and you are really well and so on, then this doesn't make you anything. You need 2 bottles to have the same effect almost. Okay, so you need always to increase. So it's bad for your health, it's bad for your money, and so on and so forth. So I think also is due to a problem of disconnection. We come from everything, the big all, divine, whatever, the absolutes. We separate to incarnate, okay, to exist we need to separate, as I said many times. And we aspired unconsciously to find back this unity. But not artificially, with the artificial paradise, the drugs and so on, alcohol and so on, but naturally. And it is possible naturally, but it's aspiration of the absolute, to find back this absolute. That's why Carl Sagan said the following: we are a way for the universe to know itself. A part of us knows where we come from. We all want to return. And we can do it because the cosmos is also within us. We are made of stardust. You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean the entire ocean within a drop. Okay, so when I say the concept of finding back the unity, you, all of us as a community, as an individuality and collectively, to find back this unity, it is what I think it's like. The middle way is to gather the different pieces, to be at peace with all of them, and to admire the masterpiece. Some advice: to be aware and to recognize an addiction is the first step of the solution, and not denying, of course. To feel the need to free yourself, also the will to do it, and to make a list of the problems bringing you this, and you try to capitalize and to visualize the advantages to stop, for instance, to be convinced that you will succeed, and also to put a part of buffer if you, let's say, you relapse, you fall down again. Okay, it can happen and it's not a big deal, otherwise you put pressure on you and it's worse. You do it daily, day by day, is a small victory. Okay, you can be helped as well by your parents, with your family, your partner, with specialists. Okay, doctors and so on, psychanalysts, whatever. To have palliatives like passion, like art, whatever interests in general, to compensate. Also to re-educate, okay, with small happiness. You know, I'm always using this metaphor with, is like when you abuse of salt, okay? Salt, if you stop from one day to another, the food is tasteless, okay? So what's the solution for that? You fast, for example, for a few days, 1, 2, 3 days, for example, 72 hours, and you will see that the salad without any sauce and so on is wonderful. Okay, so it's exactly the same principle with the small happiness, the fact to reactivate the inner child, that to say, to marvel at life. Well, as a conclusion, let's say, the middle way is state of mind, is a discipline, a daily discipline, okay, and a practical philosophy, okay, which is encompassing, which is embracing absolutely all situations, all topics of your life. So try to think about that, to integrate, if it vibrates, of course, and to visualize how much it is important for you, for your awakening. Take your time at your own rhythm, okay? Because it's a way to be really free and to free yourself from your patience and to be balanced in between the different elements of life and the living thereby. Okay, so the goal is really to find this alignment, this balance. Okay, when you see the justice, the symbol of justice is a balance. Okay, when it's balanced, there is an equilibrium, it's harmonious. Otherwise, if you're like this, it is not stable and it will be not comfortable for you in general. Well, I hope you will try to analyze that and to put into practice in your daily life. I hope it will help you to shape the master key of your field of consciousness, of love, whatever you want. As you know, all roads lead to Rome and to the Dome and also to the middle way. Thank you for your attention and see you very soon.